Hey, folks, welcome back to Hot Tub Beer Review. Tonight, we got another treat, another special guest. We're going to go visit Old Mecklenburg Brewery, and we're going to have their Fat Boy Baltic Porter. It's out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Stick around.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We are back to do that once again, and as you can see, there are four of us here. We have invited Wes back because Wes shared this beer with us. So Wes, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Thanks for joining us once again. You're a glutton for punishment, sir. How can people reach you if they want to catch you outside of Hopped Up Beer Review?
Yeah, thank you guys for letting me come back on. If anyone wants to follow the misadventures of Wes, you can find me at 1218 Brewing on Instagram.
All right, we'll put that link down below as well, so you can click that and see what Wes is up to out on Instagram. But again, I appreciate you hopping in and having a beer with us. So it's always a good time. So welcome back.
Yeah.
I've always got Andy in the attic and Jay. I mean, it is kind of nice to have some fresh air in here. So they're always here. And I'm Ben. Gentlemen, what are we drinking today?
We're going to have the Fat Boy Baltic Porter out of Old Mecklenburg Brewery, Charlotte, North Carolina. I think we've had one from here before. Is that right? Two?
We've had two. Yeah.
Two? Okay.
It's going to make you jump for joy.
I'm excited. It's another semi-high ABV.
All right. Crack it open.
Mine cracked. Let's go.
And I'm going with the Fallout glass today. I didn't really look at the can beforehand to see that it was a motorcycle. I'm thinking more Fat Boy, the nuclear.
There you go.
What are we thinking, Ben?
He's thinking of the Fallout that they had in the Manhattan Project. That was a Fat Boy.
Yeah. So that was where my mind. Again, I didn't look at the can to see it was a motorcycle. So
cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Oh, good. Get to this foam. Oh, nice. Fat Boy. It's a Baltic porter. Baltics are typically higher ABVs compared to other porters. A little more body to them, not as thin. And they're one of the differences. They're cold fermented and cold lagered. Perhaps that's why the term Baltic is given to them. 8.3% for Fat Boy, 30 IBUs. Gives us notes of caramel, toffee, and chocolate with hints of raisins and prunes. This is Old Mecklenburg's biggest beer. Their quote.
Their flagship, or their high
their
ABV?
Biggest beer.
Gotcha.
That's all I can tell you. It's their biggest beer. I don't know if it's high as that. That's what they said. It's our biggest beer.
So it's like me. It's fluffy.
I'm just saying they said it's our biggest beer. And honestly, have you had this beer before?
No, sir. Have not.
Wow.
Have not.
Any more information about Fat Boy?
No, sir. Not really. No.
I'm not going to grill you because we've already covered Old Mecklenburg, so I've got nothing new on it.
Yeah, no.
You're like, oh, what do I not know about this?
Yeah, right? I don't know. Am I opening myself up too much and going to be grilled again? But no, not really, other than just what the website says.
Yeah.
So you know that this time, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't get much.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
at
okay.
least looked at the website.
Are you trying to
Right.
take my job? Are you researching?
Yeah.
Is this what you're doing?
So Andy, we've got a bit
Man,
of an
I
update
know
for
your
you.
game.
We
Yeah.
got a bit of an update for you after the
You know.
show. Hey, you've been replaced.
We're making corporate's going with some changes.
Yeah,
It's a new direction.
that's right.
Hate to break it to you, but
Yeah.
it's performance review time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What would you say you do here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Old Mecklenburg, we have reviewed with Wes. All right, was Old Mecklenburg it was the hornet's nest that somebody forgot to press record to actually
I was actually right.
document our review
Yes.
of it. I remember
Yes.
that. The world lost out on that. Good job, Ben. That was a good review, actually. We discussed Charlotte Hornets and things like that. And
Lost review.
yeah. And Old Mecklenburg also had one, the honey, the one with the bees. And gosh, I should have looked up my old Mecklenburg ones that we did.
Yeah, Wes, is it the one where you mentioned having it on draft for like the first time? That's
Yeah, that was Copper,
Copper.
Yeah.
the alt beer.
But that's not the one I was thinking of, honey. So that may have been another brewery over there. And
It's probably the Charlotte one.
That was
because I asked you about the specific honey from North Carolina that I'd never heard of.
Yeah, it was cloverleaf honey, and nope, not sourwood honey. And gosh, which one was that?
Yeah.
Boone Creek Blonde from Appalachian Mountain.
Okay, so that wasn't Old Mecklenburg. Okay.
No, we've had Copper and we've had Hornet's Nest.
Yes.
Okay, just those two. I guess. Yeah. Okay. So we did two. Yep. We go, Ben.
And just for the record, I mean, we're at what 430 or so shows at this point.
He's trying to defend himself.
I have failed to record two,
but they were two memorable shows because the first one we had props, we had exploding cans, we had
we had it all. But then the second one, Wes joined us. So
yeah, our not so special guests.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
I've failed twice. I'm surprised
For
it's not more
those-
than that, honestly.
Who don't recall when we did Copper, Old Mecklenburg Brewery out of Charlotte, North Carolina, was founded in 2009, regional brewery. And then this is where we go again with the largest and oldest brewery in Charlotte with a Munich-inspired beer garden. And they've got 5 year-round and 8 seasonal or holiday beers. And they follow the Reinheitsgebot, pure German additives, water, malt, hops, and yeast.
All right, is that what we got?
I was going to say throw it over to Wesley to add to it.
Yeah. If you're ever in the Charlotte area, it is worth the drive. It's worth stopping by, having a few beers. It's just a cool atmosphere. We went here a while back, and I might have mentioned this in the last review, but it was just cool because you sit down and it's just like the German beer tent. So you sit down and you have your seat, but then somebody else that you've never met before in your life may sit down right with you. And so it's just a cool atmosphere to get to know people, hang out. The food is unbelievable. I got a Reuben, and it was worth fighting for. It was delicious. So the food's good, the beer's fantastic.
Oh, Reuben.
And just the
that's some corned beef.
Right, exactly. Just a cool atmosphere, worth a trip if you ever get a chance.
All right, and Wes, did you say you've had this one, or you have not had this one?
No, sir, I have not.
All right, well, it's you've been on this show enough. I'm going to call on you to go first on this one.
Okay, cool. So
I thought you meant you've been on the show enough, and that I'm going to call on Jay. That's what.
Welcome to my seat, Wes.
Maybe Jay's the one getting out.
Yeah.
Corporate's cleaning house.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you definitely get those dark fruits, the figs and like the dark plums and all the stuff. Um, just a full bodied beer, delicious. Honestly, I will definitely be picking up some more when I find it. Um, Chewy, malty, all the descriptors that you can think of there. It does finish incredibly clean. I think it is that cold um, fermentation. It kind of gives it, and most from what I was checking the BJCP guides for Baltic Porter, most of them, and I would say this one is fermented with a lager yeast, so it gives it that much cleaner finish and really helps just the overall taste and body of the beer. But I've got dogs trying to jump in and attack me. I apologize.
What are they?
But no,
If it just goes on your leg, just let him ride and finish it out. Yeah.
But no, it's a delicious beer. Man, I think I'm torn. I'm kind of in between. So I'll throw off the algorithm and the easy math, and I'll go a 7.75
No,
because I'm kind of in that seven and a
that's
half.
not allowed
Yeah,
on
he's
this
not
show.
coming on again. Get him out of here. I tried that business.
Yeah, corporate has
not gonna
changed
keep
their
you.
mind again.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. You got to commit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get fired
Yeah.
before you even get hired, Wes. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So I guess if we've got to go with nice even numbers, we're going with an 8 on this one.
All right.
Yeah, I'll jump in there. All right, so yeah, I mean, the first few sips of this, it was delicious. I really enjoyed it. It was very clean. Like you said, I really think that cold aspect of it makes a difference. You can pick up some of those notes that Andy referenced. I mean, the toffee, maybe a little bit of chocolate. It's not real super sweet. It's sweet and malty, but it's not overpowering. But as mine's kind of warmed on the back end, there's almost a little bit of an acidic taste. Um, and I don't know. I mean, I looked at the born on date. This is a little over a year and a couple months old. I don't think that really makes a difference in a Baltic porter, but I think it's really good, and it's one that I wish we could find more, obviously, from Old Mecklenburg, because I remember both the Hornet's Nest and Copper. Hell, I rated both those an 8. This one I'm going to rate just a little bit lower because of that little bit of acidity on the back end, and it'll be a 7.5 for me. But they do great beer, so thank you for sharing, Wes.
All right, Andy, what say you?
It's a good beer. And I could say, why they call it Fat Boy. It's a heavy porter, being the Baltic porter, but that's a higher ABV for it. All the notes that I said, it's easy to pick up, and it is sweet, a little chocolatey, but not too sweet. But you can it tastes the whole 8.3%. I'm definitely getting that out, but it's easy to drink. It's more of a sipper. I'm taking my time with it. I mean, it is a full pint, but I'm gonna pour it back in. I would take more of this. This is a nice cold weather carbonated beer. Excuse me. I give it an 8.0. This is a quality one, and this I've just been so pleased with Old Mecklenburg. I'm just bummed that we can't get it around here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hornet's Nest, we all gave it 10s, right? So that's the lost.
There's never been a 10.
Lost video. No. No, I like you guys. I really like this beer. I think it's I don't really get the chocolate so much. It's one of those beers where it's you hear about what's in the beer. It's really hard for me to really pull out any one particular flavor on it, but the combination of all the flavors leaves you with a good flavor. It's not. I'm not pulling out necessarily a lot of anything. If anything, I get a little bit of toffee. But I'm with you, Andy, when you said that it's definitely easy to drink. You definitely get the 8+%. But this is one I would buy, and buy a 6-pack of, throw them in the fridge, and have one every once in a while, just to revisit it again, because it's a really good beer. 8 was my score as well. Really hate that we can't get more of their beer, but Wes, as we continue to do beer swaps here, I think Old Mecklenburg is one that we're going to be saying, hey, that's kind of what we're looking for.
We'd be closer to a playlist had somebody hit record. But so we're far off from a playlist now.
I think we've well established I screwed up on 2 out of 430-ish episodes, right? So at least with the recording, I probably screwed up in other ways.
Just about to say, yeah.
So
start with that pace.
I think your performance review is okay, Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd rather be watching Hopped Up Beer Review.
Indeed. I mean, they gave me this shirt for a reason, right? So. That is going to be a 7.9 for the Fat Boy from Old Mecklenburg. Definitely a beer that if you find, you've got to try it. So grab one and grab some other Old Mecklenburg beer. We've enjoyed all the beer that we've been able to get from them. So definitely, Wes, appreciate you grabbing that for us. Appreciate you joining us on the show. One more time, if people are interested in finding you, how can they do that?
Yeah, they can find me on Instagram at 1218 Brewing.
And again, we'll drop that link down below. Go check out Wes. He is a brewer, actually. So go check that out. Obviously, 1218 Brewing, right? Did I?
And we've tried Captain Obvious. I mean, it's good.
We have. So
tried his stuff.
That was maybe the third review that got lost too, right? Because
no, we didn't do that. We were nice to him.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. Definitely appreciate you guys checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. It is free to do. We would definitely appreciate that. Check us out on all social media links down below in the description. Come say hey in our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It's a chat room. The 3 of us are there. I guess I should say the 4 of us are there. And that is how we actually have gotten acquainted with Wes. He hopped into Discord and said, hey, and now he's been on the show about 74 times. So definitely appreciate that. Appreciate the beer swaps that we have done, and you providing this beer, of course. If you have any interest in any Hopped Up Beer Review merch, we got shirts, we got koozies, we got glasses, some other stuff. Go check out link below. And then lastly, if you have any interest in any of the glassware or any of the equipment that we use to record the show, we have some links with that down below. Again, thanks for checking out this video. For Wes, Jay, Andy, and the Attic, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.